This is our first Q&A of Sunday.
Okay.
Excellent.
Right.
So we have Clutter. So if you'd like to introduce yourself and your role on the film, please.
Yes, okay. I'm Suzanne Procter, and I play Jean. And I was also co-producer on the film with my lovely friend here, Greg.
Yeah. I'm Gregory Ashton, and I'm co-producer, and I play Ross, and I'm the writer as well.
So where did Clutter come from?
I will let this young man tell you that.
Suzanne and I worked together a lot in theatre, and we produced a lot of stuff on the Fringe, we were having a cup of tea one day, and Suzanne mooted the idea of doing a short film together, and then I went through lots of ideas in my head what I want to write about, and the thing I come from quite a conservative background, and I've fascinated, especially now with the world becoming so divisive, and people just getting different sorts of news. I'm always fascinated about stories of people who think differently and coming together to thrash things out. And I had recently been through a grieving process myself, and that's where the initial idea for the film came from, and I wanted to look at two people's very different reactions to loss, or what they consider loss, and that's sort of where it came from, really, and also to write parts for me and Suzanne as well.
That's always a bonus if you're able to write yourself in there somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You've got to create your own work nowadays. You've always had to, really, but more so now. Getting work as actors, producers, filmmakers, everybody is struggling. So actually, if you can create your own work, then that's a bonus, And we were lucky that we could put this together and ask for lots of help from lots of friends, and also our amazing director James. He's been brilliant, hasn't he? And he kind of recommended lots of our DOP and lots of people to us, and it's our first ever film, so it's been a massive learning curve, hasn't it? And we've just learned so much, and actually we've got I've definitely, and I'm sure you have too, a real passion for it now, and just want to make more and tell more stories, and
So we've gone back in time, and you're about to start the production again. What's the one lesson you're screaming to learn prior to starting?
I would say organisation.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, definitely.
The more organised you are, just the better the whole process will be. And actually, during the process, quite a lot of the sort of people we had on board, lots of the crew who've done lots of stuff before, actually said our organisation was some of the best they've ever had. And I was like, what?
Yeah, because we were like, really?
We were like, okay, but actually, and I remember Chris saying to me, the sound up guy, saying, if you've organised something well, people will actually do a better job, because they know they're in really, really safe hands. So that's what I would say. I don't know what you would say.
Well, it's really interesting. I was at another film festival not so long ago, and they showed a film called Cologne 75, which was about a music promoter trying to get this concert on, and all the things that went, and it's a true story, all the things that went wrong on the day, the broken piano, and the filmmaker was talking about how, the broken piano is a constant, in everybody's life, especially in filmmakers. There's never a day that something doesn't happen, but you have to kind of overcome. So I really enjoyed that process, as stressful as it was. I remember on our last day of filming, and we were kind of doing okay, ahead of schedule. We're about to start filming, and they started cutting down a tree outside, literally across the road. This really noisy storm, and our line producer, they went out and talked to them. And they had to do this tree, so they came back, and then Gatti, the line producer, they took I think half the craft service table over to the workmen, and basically bribed them with biscuits and rolls, and they found another tree to cut about 3 miles away. That was just and I mean, it was really stressful. But when I look back on it, that was what I loved, the stuff that that goes wrong.
Well, we did have, remember on the very first day,
Oh, yeah.
we filmed, as you do, you film out of sequence, we filmed that very last emotional scene first, so everybody's only just met each other, and it was raining, and it wasn't meant to be raining, so we hadn't prepared for that, but it was fine, and we kept filming it, didn't we? And Chris, the sound guy, kept going,
There's a drip.
there's a drip. There's a drip. There's a drip. It's just really loud. There's a drip, and we were trying to work out where this drip was coming from, and we were putting towels on leaves because he thought it was hitting leaves, and yeah, that actual morning. I mean, it was stressful as it was anyway because everybody's meeting each other for the first time. But then us as producers, and me especially, I was being a producer, and I'm having to deliver that final scene, which is so emotional. Where all the time I'm saying these lines, I'm thinking, there's still a drip. I can now hear a drip, But those things do.
Yeah.
Again, we just learnt a lot from those situations, and actually we did all work together to obviously sort it out.
Yeah.
But where was the drip? It reminds me of that horror story where in the middle of the night there's a drip and the dog is licking you, and then the dog isn't there.
Yeah, it was literally just coming from the drain. The drain at the top, kind of to the left of where I was standing. So eventually Chris, the sound guy, got up a ladder and he stuck a load of towels in the drain, didn't he? And it got rid of the drip.
But I mean, just staying calm, I think that was the one thing I learned, just to not stress out, to just think, right, it's fine, we will sort it, we'll get this sorted. As a producer, you're looking at your watch thinking, okay, we're running out of time, but
your stress will then translate onto everyone else's, so you need to
you just got to
keep your
stay
calm.
calm. Everything's fine.
Yeah,
fine.
and I just took myself away down. I just went, I'm just going to take myself away and think about what I've got to actually produce, as an actress, not as a producer. Just and it worked.
With the theme of having written this around experiencing grief, did you find it cathartic to create this?
Yeah, to a point. I think in the process I did, but then by the time we came to filming, it was it was the character then, and it was a very different type of grief. So, I don't think I could have written it if I hadn't been through what I'd been through, if that makes sense. But by the time we came to film it, I was it was a different zone then. It was actor zone, I guess. It was what I found, because of being a man of the theatre, what I found very interesting was having to go on an emotional journey and remember, because obviously you're filming close-ups and then you're filming mid-shots and then you're filming Suzanne, and just trying to place those beats where they are. I found that a real challenge as someone who's mainly been in the theatre, where it's a more linear arc,
And is diving in the world of short film, is that something that you both want to continue doing? Do you have stories ready?
Yeah, we do.
We do. Yeah, we have another story ready to...
Well, I mean, basically this summer I wrote 5 short films and sent them all to Suzanne, and she's sort of the one that jumped out to most is the one we're going to go with, which, interesting enough, is the one that is it's the only one of the 5 that's specifically LGBTQ.
Okay.
So I was kind of a little bit pleased that she picked that one.
So we're hoping to film that maybe in April.
Yeah.
We're just planning now.
Yeah.
So.
And with Clutter, are you aiming to go for LGBT festivals? Have you been submitting to further all genres?
We've submitted to all genres actually, and we've had kind of, I think,
50-50 at the moment.
We're 50-50, we are.
We're gutted that our sort of world premiere was at the Atlanta Out Film, and our flight was cancelled.
Oh.
So we literally didn't get there.
It was gutting.
Just gutting. But I was really thrilled that we our sort of first showing was in a gay festival, and now our UK premiere is also in a gay festival. So that was, that was great. But then also I was recently in San Jose, and
he's been doing the travel.
Well, we basically used the money, the refund from the cancelled flight to Atlanta to go to. I went to LA and Newport Beach and San Jose, and met a lot of, especially in San Jose, a lot of short filmmakers, and saw a lot of short films, and just fell in love with. I think what was lovely is with a short film, you're never going to make any money from it, so you're not fighting for a distributor. So this sense of together. You know, everyone was in it together. We were all supporting each other's short films. And there was animation, documentary, drama. It was wonderful. Yeah, really, and yeah, I loved that world, and was inspired, and by a lot of the films I saw. I want to do more. Yeah.
Do we have any audience questions at this point? Oh. Yes.
I loved the short film. I thought it was fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
I thought it was really powerful. And I liked the two different angles of bereavement that I felt that you had during the film. Towards the end, we do see like another chapter. I think the character's name is Suzanne, going back to her child.
Oh,
So me, yeah.
Sorry, yeah. I don't know her character's or actors.
Yeah. My real name's Suzanne.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no.
Your character goes back to see like your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, that's like another angle of bereavement and quite an uplifting kind of story. Was that intentional to then kind of move on from Jamie and then see the effects of the passing away of Jamie with another character in that life?
Yeah, absolutely, because she goes on this journey. Obviously, we realise she's lost something at the beginning, and the whole interaction, the whole sort of argument she has with Ross makes her actually realise that the thing she has lost, she can still get back. So therefore, that is, kind of was the main story, really, that she has to go through this situation with Ross for her to realise that she can still go and visit her daughter.
Yeah, I suppose in my mind as well, like I always felt that her relationship with Jamie was that she kind of saw Jamie as probably around possibly the same age as what her son would have been, and that Jamie is no longer on this planet, he's gone, but her daughter Sarah is still there, and she has to make that leap, that connection.
I hope that answered your question.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for your lovely words. Thank you.
We have a question at the front.
If you could, do you think you would ever make it into a feature?
So,
she wants to, yeah.
Quite a lot of people have said to us it was too short. I was just getting invested in all the characters, and then it ended. So make it into a feature. So quite a few people have said it, and I did say to Greg, that he should write it, and then we can just see. Yeah. If he writes it, then.
Yeah, I think.
I personally think it has scope.
Yeah,
personally.
I mean, I've already started looking at it. I obviously want to tell more of Sarah's story, give her more agency. Obviously, doing with a short film, and Sarah's pivotal. But I think if we made it into a feature, I would want to tell more of Sarah's story, and it's even in the short, the friend. I would want to explore her relationship with Sarah, because it seems to me like she would have been much more empathetic towards Sarah, etc. So, but we'll see. I think it's money and
yeah. It is money. I haven't got any money.
It is a short. I thought it told it brilliantly.
Oh,
that's lovely.
And that's always my pet peeve, when there's too much exposition.
Yeah.
And so I thought you did that fantastically. And and I know it was the surprise thing. That's what was going on for your character, Suzanne. But I didn't mind that I didn't have more information before that, because I figured out pretty quickly. Okay.
Yeah.
And watching the second film, I just always like, why is that? Make it get to the point, get to the point.
Okay.
And I thought that I don't really think I want more information.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear.
That's also
I think that it hits pushes all my buttons of what I like to see in drama of any kind and stuff. So
And I think that's one thing I've seen, having seen a lot of shorts, is wow, what you can tell in a very short space of time. And I've really, really loved that. It was really nice. It's just so interesting though, like just talking about the world we're in at the moment, like our, so Ella, who plays Sarah, she said she would love to have gone to America to see one of the films, but can't. And similarly, Jorge, who directed Lolita, couldn't come over here. And I just think, what a world that we're living in, that people can't travel because of the political situation,
Yeah, it's terrifying to think about, and it's for your art as well, and it's that extra level of not being able to support it, be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was the transition for you, both of your previous performance careers coming into this short film? How was it?
Well, you've done a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, I've done quite a few bits of TV and short film and film, so I hadn't done it for a little while. I've been doing more theatre before that, so it's just getting your head back into.
Have you done the producer role alongside performing before?
Only in theatre.
Yeah.
Yeah, so only in theatre, never in film. But so I think that the transition was probably more tricky for you because you've not done as much.
Because all my bits of acting on screen have been like one line, and you're kind of just left to your own devices, and you're literally just set decoration. But we were lucky. James Card is a wonderful director with his actors, or with the whole team, in fact.
Yeah.
But he really guided me, and just he was really, really helpful. Although I did find that after a while I just started saying what she said. So I started things like, where's my eye line? Because I'd heard her say it. But yeah, no, it was great. And I'd love to do more.
Yeah, and he's sorry he's not here today.
Yeah.
His mum isn't very well.
Oh.
So, yeah. He's sorry.
My final question, is there anywhere we could watch Clutter in the future, or where is its journey heading to?
Well, today you can if you fly to America.
Yeah, it's literally in Cincinnati in 5 hours.
So we're not going to make it.
Obviously we do the festival route, and then hopefully try and get it somewhere, that people can see it.
And we're still applying for festivals, aren't we? We're still waiting to hear for quite a few, but it has been on for 9.
And then it's in France, actually, next couple of
France.
weeks.
Yeah, we're going to France. When we're talking about week on Tuesday.
Very exciting. Yeah.
It's all expenses paid. I mean, why would you not?
Yeah.
Love it.
And I mean, trying to look up a little bit French, trying to remember my French from O level. Oh, that's how old I am. That's how old I am.
You outed yourself there.
Yeah, I really did. I was the last O level year.
Well, thank you very much for coming along.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Can we get a round of applause?
Oh.
Thank you.